Hello everyone, this is Smokin' Joe Gamer. Today I want to show you my trophy list on the PS5. I switched it to the PS3 theme and I scrolled all the way to the bottom so you can see my total trophy level, all the trophies I've gotten, but I want to just go through this list and just talk about some of these games and just kind of take a stroll down memory lane, so hopefully that'll be entertaining to somebody. So when we scroll all the way down here, we can see some of the first games that got trophy support for PS3. And also, I was a PlayStation Plus member right from the start, so I'd gotten a lot of games through that. And I also had the Vita, PS4, and now the PS5, of course. So this really takes me back, and I just thought it would be fun to kind of go through this real quick. So as you can see, here's a game that I bought a long time ago, didn't get any of the trophies. Whoops. But you can see I played Rock Band 2 quite a bit. Rock Band 1 did not get trophy support, but here it is. December 24th, 2008, 10:50 p.m. Yeah, it looks like that was like the first. Yeah, okay, so you can see these are some of the first trophies that I got on the network from playing Rock Band 2. I really like to play the drum kit on that. And so I don't have a PS3 anymore, but I'm thinking about buying another one, and that's what led me to here because I wanted to see which games I could identify as like digital purchases or plus titles and just have some idea of games I'd be able to play if I were to do that, you know. Of course, unless I start physically collecting again, which I very well may end up doing. But anyways, yeah, so I had the PS3 version of BioShock, and it was awful. Let me just tell you, I ended up getting that on PC. So here's GTA 4. Like, I pre-ordered this, and I remember I had a TV that wasn't working right, so my grandparents let me borrow one of their old TVs. Well, I remember it broke and I had a pre-order for this game, and I still decided to go out and pick it up anyways, but I couldn't play it for a while until I bought a TV. So I ended up buying a Samsung 1080p 60 hertz TV with some ridiculous contrast ratio and all that, and it was like $1,200. And I still have that TV, and it's great for like playing vintage stuff on, but I just remember this. So this is May 20th, 2009. Wow, really takes me back. It is 2026 right now as of this taping. Yeah, it's April 2026. So it's pretty wild. Yeah, so Little Big Planet was a big deal when it came out. I know they shut the servers down, I'm sure. I wish they would do some kind of port or remaster of the first three Little Big Planet games, but oh well. Oh yeah, Fat Princess was a neat game. I remember that weird Wolfenstein game that came out. Yeah, it was great. Obviously didn't play multiplayer on that one, huh? So no, so this game got some lousy reviews, but I mean, it's Wolfenstein. It's great. You punch Nazis, right? It's great. Yeah, I had the PS3 version of Arkham Asylum, and I beat this game on hard. I'm telling you. Let's see if there's proof here of me doing that. Hang on. Complete story mode on hard difficulty. I did it. Even though it doesn't give you the indicator when you're about to get punched. It was very difficult. I died a lot. Brutal Legend was a fun game back in the day. Played a little bit of Dragon Age Origins, but then ended up buying the PC version, which is just 100 times better. I did play some Battlefield back in the day. Oh, remember White Knight Chronicles? Oh, what a crappy game. And then remember, they did a newer Rocket Knight game, and apparently I didn't get any trophies. So I'd like to play that again someday, hopefully soon. A lot of these games are streamable if you have PlayStation Plus Premium, but I don't like cloud streaming. It just sucks. Like, why can't we just download and play our digital PS3 games on the PS5? Like, they could add that feature, they just don't want to. So I also got the Vita the day it came out, so you're going to start to see some of those in here. And there's a lot of like cross-buy games that I acquired, so there's games that I actually own digital copies for PS3, PS4, and Vita, which is pretty neat. Final Fantasy 13. I love this game, let me tell you. I put a lot of time into it, but I never got the platinum. You know why? Because I'm going to show you why. Where is it? This one. Held every weapon and accessory. You don't have to have them all. It's just that at some point during your playthrough, you have to have acquired each weapon and accessory. And I was working towards that goal, and I was in the post game, and I realized I couldn't get it because I didn't keep all those accessories that give you like elemental resistance, and some of those need to be upgraded. So yeah, this achievement is missable. It sucks. Like I said, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty as well and Battlefield and stuff. I don't really play Call of Duty anymore though. But yeah, Modern Warfare 2 when that came out, man, that was a big deal. So Modern Warfare 1 I don't think ever got trophy support, or I got rid of it, after the fact, or before I got trophy support. The Death Spank games, remember those? Those were cool. I had every Blaze Blue game at some point. So Calamity Trigger did not have trophy support, but Continuum Shift was the second game that did. Rover is a neat game. And I can also tell you, like, PS3 emulation is so spotty, it's complicated, you don't get good performance. The cloud streaming also sucks. Savage Moon, like, I love this game. This is a really cool tower defense game that you can play on Plus Premium, but you gotta stream it. So you take all these games that were already capped at, let's say, 720p, 30 FPS, you throw them up on a cloud service, well, now you're getting even lower resolution, you're getting even lower frame rate, you're getting visual artifacts, you're getting input lag. Like, it sucks. The Soldner X games are cool. Those are neat little shoot 'em ups that I think you can get both of these games on Switch now. I had Super Street Fighter 4, now you can get Ultra Street Fighter 4, but honestly, I don't even like these games anymore. Like, I don't like Street Fighter 4. I can honestly say that. I like 5. I like 6. Fallout 3, of course. Residence of Fate is a neat JRPG. It's been remastered since then. I did get the Uncharted remasters, but you can see... Yeah, here's Uncharted Among Thieves. I think I beat the game on hard, but I couldn't beat it on crushing. Let's take a look. I'm having fun. I hope you are, too. Let's see here. Yep, I beat the game on hard November 6, 2009 at 4:55 a.m. Or at least that's when it uploaded the trophy data. But I used to stay up all night. I still do sometimes, so who knows. But I remember trying to play through on crushing and just couldn't do it. Although I do have these remasters now, so I wouldn't need to reacquire that. Yes, here's the other Soldner X game. I can play this on Vita, actually. I guess it has a separate trophy list. Stacking was a neat game. This was a Double Fine Tim Schafer game. His games are kind of hit or miss for me, but this was a neat little game where you play as this like Russian stacking doll and had really good graphics at the time, good reflections and stuff. Resident Evil 5. Oh boy, this has been ported out to plenty of other platforms. I wouldn't mind playing a remake of this. I can tell you, this game had a very dumb story, but it was fun with a friend. If you could play this in co-op with a friend, it was great. But as you can see, I beat the game on normal, but not on, not on veteran though. And I like that you could replay chapters to, farm for money and stuff to upgrade your guns. But anyways, yeah, I played one of the Atelier games. I've been meaning to put more time into that series because I do have, which one do I have? I forget. Well, anyways, yeah. So I'd played one of these games a long time ago, ended up selling it. Didn't really click with me. But yeah, I want to play Atelier Ryza. That's the one that I haven't played. Remember Bulletstorm? That game was so stupid. Mod Nation Racers was a neat racing game where you could kind of customize your vehicle and stuff. I love Disgaea 3, but I do have the Vita version. Disgaea 3 Absence of Detention. That's the definitive version. This one got trophies like pretty late. Yeah. And I'd already beaten it like probably twice and done post-game content. So Yeah, but then some of these, I just didn't understand the wording on some of these. Now, like, play for over 10 hours without something. Obviously, yeah, I know how to do that. You just leave the game running, but why would you want to? Um, that one, yeah, you just keep mashing the triangle button. So you can see I got a bunch of these, but then receive 4 times and move over 20 panels. I don't know what these two even mean. I don't know what it was even referring to. So that's okay. Oh yeah, Call of Duty World at War. This is when they first launched Nazi zombies, and so yeah. Here's the thing. It says on any difficulty. So you can see I had started a second playthrough on veteran, but didn't make it very far. And I did play quite a bit of the multiplayer, and I had friends that I played the zombie levels with. So I beat the game. I don't know what difficulty it was, but it wasn't veteran, but that's okay. And then, yeah, and I got a bunch of zombie related trophies. So I remember I bought all of the map packs, I think. Yeah, so that was fun. LA Noire, no, I'm not a big fan of Rockstar games, to be honest. Um, Crisis 2 was cool because it had a cool multiplayer mode, but I don't think it has that in the remasters. This was a stupid game that a friend brought over and we played it and it was stupid. Ratchet and Clank Crack in Time. So yeah, Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction and A Crack in Time, both on Plus Premium now to stream, but I would love to just play these games again normally on an actual PS3. Oh, this is Mortal Kombat 9. This game fucking rocks. One of the best in the series. I have this on Steam. I should play it again. And there's a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out soon that looks cool. Yeah, so I did play some of the Agarest War games. I'm told that they're terrible. I didn't get far enough in to really formulate an opinion. I had a bunch of Genesis games on here somehow that had trophies. So, hey, let's go play those. I'd love to play those versions just for the trophies. Although I do retro achievements now through RetroArch. Superstars HD, one of my favorite games ever, did not have a platinum, and I could not get this trophy. But I did get the platinum in the updated PS4 version. Ultra Super Stardust or Ultra Stardust, I don't know. White Knight Chronicles 2, I don't know why I bought this, although it included the first game. I don't like Code Veronica, but maybe I'll give it another shot, try to get these trophies. We'll see. More Uncharted, that's fine. Hydrophobia was kind of a neat game, too. I know I'm talking fast here. I don't want this video to be too long. That was kind of a neat survival horror type game, maybe. I don't remember much of it, though. You just didn't want to drown, obviously, as the title suggests. Oh, Batman Arkham City, fucking just an amazing game. Everybody should play those Batman games. I love Neptunia games, even though I haven't played them that much. 2011, wow, takes me back. Yeah, the Simpsons arcade game. I forgot that there were a lot of arcade games that did get ported to PS3 and Xbox 360, although most of them have since been delisted. But that would be cool. Obviously, if I end up getting another PS3 and then Sony decides they're just going to shut down the servers, that would suck. But I think a lot of the physical games are still relatively cheap. Yeah, so now here, we're getting up to Vita. So as you can see, I bought the Vita version of Ninja Gaiden Sigma February 2012 on that one. Shinobito 2 was another ninja stealth type game. February 27th, 2012. Reality Fighters. Oh, that was a stupid game. Unit 13 was stupid. Vita had a lot of stupid games. Let me tell you, an excellent piece of hardware that just did not get good software support. I love Final Fantasy 13 too. I still have a physical copy of this game because I got the deluxe edition with the soundtrack. Didn't want to give that up. Glad I didn't. I would love to go play this again. I have the PC version, but it's glitchy as hell. Yeah, I have the Mass Effect 3 collection. Yeah, so let's see. Reality Fighters. When did I get this trophy? Let's take a look. This wasn't until March. So some Vita games aren't showing up here because they'd be higher on the list because this is in order of when trophies were actually achieved. So when we get to the top of the list, if we get to the top of the list, you'll see more Vita games. But this, what I'm seeing here, seems to line up with the release of the Vita. the start of 2012. That sounds about right to me because I remember I pre-ordered and went to the midnight release to get it. And I was well acquainted with the guy, the manager at the store at the time. He was cool. And then one of my friends um, showed up that night, and actually a few of my coworkers at the time too. So yeah, actually that was a fun night getting the Vita. Let me tell you, I was so excited when I got that thing. I still love the Vita. I just, like I said, it didn't always get the best software. Yeah, you can. So again, Mass Effect, you can just get the updated trilogy. I have the Steelbook on Xbox, so would love to play that again. But this game on PS3 had like it crashed my whole system. I think it just made it overheat. Oh yeah, remember this shitty Resident Evil game? I mean, there's a lot of them, but yeah, this was a horrible game. Wow. Yeah, the Resistance trilogy never got ported or remastered. Those are Insomniac games, I think. Street Fighter Cross Tekken kind of sucked, but I've played worse. Of course, Disgaea 4. I love Disgaea 4. I have Disgaea 4 Plus or whatever it is on PS4. So yeah, you get a trophy just for watching the opening cutscene. Clear the main game and unlock the post game. Yep, I did that back in 2011. So yeah, I got the deluxe edition. I still have the minifigures that it came with. Those are neat. Remember the Sonic 4 Episode 1, Episode 2? Man, those were horrible games, but I don't know, maybe I'll play them again. Oh yeah, Welcome Park was the pack-in title for the Vita, so don't know why I waited so long to play it. Yeah, and the Tabletop Tanks was a weird AR game, because remember, you got the AR cards with it. Starhawk was weird. Of course, Resident Evil 4, I had it on GameCube. I bought the PS3 version as soon as it came out. And now I have the Xbox One version. I have the Steam version. I have the remake, but yeah. This game fucking rocks. Every version of this game is awesome. Just play it. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I got the Steam remaster, and actually somebody bought me a physical Switch copy. Little Deviants. Here's another little Big Planet game. So yeah, this came out in 2012. It looks like. Yeah, Legacy. Oh, I didn't know this game even had trophies. Wow. This is a roguelike from Nippon Ichi Software. Yeah, Escape Plan was initially a Vita game with touch controls. It got re-released for PS4. Continuum Shift Extend. Yeah, so look, we're getting into a bunch of Vita games. I got Gravity Rush when it came out. I didn't beat it, but I have the PS4 remaster. Yeah, Rocksmith I have on PC now. The PS3 version had like input lag. I didn't care for that, or audio delay, something like that going on. Yeah. Oh, you remember this horrible Smash Bros. Clone? Oh god. I could play that again if I got another PS3. Jeez. Yeah, I forgot that they even had an Earthworm Jim HD. That was a big thing back then. They still do that now, but I'm just saying, back on the PS3, Xbox 360, it was like, oh, we've got HD graphics now, 720p. You know, we're going to remaster all these games, and honestly, some of them didn't look that much better. Or, I mean, graphics have come a long way anyways. Yeah, Tomb Raider Underworld, I have that on Steam now, even though the PC version's a big glitch. Ni no Kuni is worth playing. That has a remaster. Ragnarok Odyssey was a weird Monster Hunter clone, and it was one of the games that made me realize I don't like Monster Hunter or any of its clones. Oh, look. My first platinum right here. Look, I'm going to brag about this, okay? I know it's obnoxious. I know there's a lot of very obnoxious Dark Souls fans, but I'm just letting you know, this was my first platinum trophy, the PS3 version of Dark Souls. I got it on February 10th, 2013. So this would have been long after. Yeah, I mean, I stopped and started this game so many times before it clicked and I got better at it. But you can see, this is when I went back for the other ending. Some really tricky trophies here. So, yeah. Discover the Darkwraith Covenant. So, what you have to do is, after you defeat Sif and you get the special ring, that's when you've got to go straight into Anor Londo and you've got to go fight the Four Kings boss before talking to Frampt, before getting the Lord Vessel. So this is the Hidden Evil Covenant that gives you some more idea about what's going on in the story. And I don't know that it's required for the Dark Lord ending, but that's what I ended up doing. I had a playthrough where I got this and then got that other ending. So let's see here. Yeah. Acquire the art of abyss walking. I think that's what happens when you get the ring after you beat Sif. Yeah. So you have to defeat the four kings before you get the Lord Vessel, and that'll get you to the Hidden Evil Covenant. Yeah. So I know a lot about this game. Yeah. Remember this Devil May Cry reboot? Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? And then after that we got Devil May Cry 5 and all was right in the world. Um yeah, so I have the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition on PS4, but yeah, this was cool. This is a those three Tomb Raider games are all worth playing. Kingdoms of Amalur, you can get a remaster. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah, you can probably tell, like, I had the original Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on Xbox. I got bored with it, but I bought the Ultimate version. Was like, I barely played it. I don't even like that game. I think the 3 vs. 3 format is too chaotic. I also think I may have gotten the PS4 version of this down the line. Yeah, Infamous. There's another game you can stream, but yeah, again, same issues with the streaming. Blech. Great game, but I want to play it. And this game does not work on emulators, so there's a lot of games that don't work on emulators, like Killzone. So look, Demon Souls. I didn't like Demon Souls, okay? So I played this before playing Dark Souls and gave up because it was too hard. I tried to play the remake on PS5. It's too hard. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Yeah, Killzone 2 was kind of neat. Killzone 3 had good multiplayer, I seem to recall. Knit Underground, this is a weird game, but I was playing it on the Vita the other day. Just a weird game. DuckTales Remaster, yep. I remember that. Oh yeah, Persona 4 Arena, Chaos Code, these were good fighting games. I had one of the Katamari games, I guess didn't like it that much. Yeah, Metro Last Light I got on PC, I think. There's Infamous 2, there's Heavy Rain. It was neat at the time, but looking back, like, all of their games are kind of bad. New Little King Story. Yeah, Beyond Two Souls. I loved this game when it came out, but again, in hindsight, it's like, I don't know. I don't know that I like their games anymore. Disgaea D2. This game is still trapped on PS3. Funny thing is, when I tried to load this on Plus Premium to stream it, it wouldn't let me do it. It wouldn't let me load my save file because it needs to have the DLC installed, but Plus Premium does not allow you to install DLC for any of these games. So I've got a post-game save file like 80 or 100 hours in, and I can't play it, and I would love to just get a new physical copy. This was one of the Resident Evil kind of light gun games, except you don't have light guns anymore. A rail shooter is the term I'm looking for. Yeah, this was cool. Puppeteer is a really neat game. Kind of reminded me of Dynamite Heady a little bit, just because he gets different heads and stuff. Soul Sacrifice was kind of neat. The Cave, that was kind of a cool game. I'd like to play that again. I have that on Xbox 360. So then they decided to do a Little Big Planet karting game similar to Mod Nation Racers. I played a little bit of that. Oh yeah, there was a Tekken Revolution. Yeah, I remember playing that. I think that was the free-to-play one with the microtransactions. Yeah, here's another Genesis game. Right, and here's the thing. This game got trophies long after the fact, so I had to start a new game to get some of them. Okay. Yeah, this game did not have trophies when it came out. That was too early. That was late 2006. Dragon's Crown. Here's another platinum, and I do have the remaster for PS4, but good news is all your save data carries over. Bad news is it's the same trophy list, so I haven't played it much, but that is the definitive version on PS4. You'd want to just get that if you can. Oh yeah, so here's the original PS3 version of The Last of Us. I do have the remaster. I do have the remake. I played through this twice. Not that you can tell because I only got 9 trophies, but let's just scroll down here. Yes, I beat I beat the game twice. I did New Game Plus on hard. I'm very proud of this achievement, but I'll never get any more trophies in this game because, there's newer versions available. But yeah, here's the thing though. The remake, which was actually just like another remaster, they dropped the multiplayer mode and then charged $70. Like, screw you, Sony. Yeah, Hot Shots Golf. Who doesn't like Hot Shots Golf, huh? Catherine was a weird game. Here's Killzone 3. Okay. So I did play through Resident Evil 6 once. I beat Jake and Sherry's campaign, and I played this a little bit with a friend, but I did not like this game. I mostly just played Mercenaries mode. Yeah, and remember this Twisted Metal game for PS3? This wasn't bad. I mean, I clearly didn't play that much of it, but that was kind of a neat game. Killer is Dead was cool. This game, I never learned how to play this game. Mutant Mudds was a cool platformer, I think. Sound Shapes. I have 3 platinum trophies for Sound Shapes. Look, I cheated a little bit, guys, okay? I admit it. Yeah, this one was cross-buy, cross-saves, and 3 different trophy sets. So if you did each thing once, you could potentially get 3 trophies. So this was PS3, Vita, and PS4. So that's going to come up again later. Double Dragon Neon was a good game. King of Fighters 13 was one of the better games in that series, I think. Here's another Call of Duty. The original version of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which you can now buy on pretty much any platform now. And Scott Pilgrim EX came out, and that's a direct sequel. That's a good game. Yeah, I liked Fez back in the day, but I played this on Steam though. Ho Ho Come, was a visually appealing because of the art style, had awesome music, but it was just kind of a weird game. You don't really do much. You just fly around. Remember Defiance? Blah. Oh yeah, look, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic CD. You can see I bought Sonic games on there. Yeah, no, here you go. Okay, so Super Stardust Delta was a Vita launch title. I got it the day it came out. It does not have a platinum trophy, but as you can see, yeah, this confirms in my mind, yeah, this confirms that this must have been yeah, so here's the thing. I told you I went to the midnight release, so that would have been February 22nd, see, 2:43 a.m. This was the first game I played when I got home. Yep. And then you can see that the following night, I just played it some more. So I stayed up like all night that night just playing this fucking game. Wow. Memories of Celceta is getting a re-release. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance did get ported to Steam a few years ago, I want to say. So yeah, look, now we're getting into our first PS4 games. Wolfenstein: The New Order. Yeah, this was one of the first PS4 games I got. I got the PS4 a year after it launched. I got the white system with Destiny, and now I hate Destiny, but you can see, like, this was one of the first games I played. So, yeah, this would likely confirm that the PS4 came out. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say the launch date of the PS4 was... oh no, never mind. This was a year later. Okay, so yeah, I got the PS4 a year after it came out. So anyways, this is the day that I got it. So that's what I'm trying to say here, folks. September 9th. That was the day that's probably the day that Destiny came out, and that's the day that I got the PS4. And what was cool is that over the course of that year prior to getting it, okay, see, now I remember. This was a PlayStation Plus title. This was a PlayStation Plus title. This was PlayStation Plus. So that's what happened was, even if you didn't have a PS4, you could still log in on a PS3 and add those games to your account. So the day I got the PS4, I already had a whole buttload of games to play. It was great. Yeah, Guide to Fate Paradox. This is a really cool roguelike. I think it's a Nippon Ichi published game. Now, here we go. Here's vanilla Dark Souls 2. Now, what I'm going to tell you is obviously Scholar of the First Sin improved the graphics, improved performance, fixed some bugs. It included all the DLC. That's all fine and well, but what I'm going to tell you is I preferred the enemy and item placements in the original. I noticed that Scholar of the First Sin added a lot of like extra like red invader type enemies, and I didn't care for that, but this is the original. Okay, so then here's Killzone Shadowfall. That was another PS4 launch title that I appear to have started playing on September 10th. So I probably had bought that game along with the PS4. Yeah, and then Knack was another launch title that I didn't play. You can see I didn't beat it. It was an okay game. As far as launch titles goes, it was pretty good, but it was a bit boring. Yeah, there's the Strider remake, Senran Kagura. Look, I like Senran Kagura games. I admit it. Judge me. I don't care. Sword Art Online. I love the anime, but they have yet to release a good video game. Killzone Mercenary is one of the best Vita games you can get. It was a twin stick shooter. Like, Vita could do that because Vita had 2 sticks, so you could actually do these awesome like first-person shooters. This had a multiplayer mode, but I have it. I played it recently, but I've been meaning to get back to it and beat it. Yeah, so again, this just really takes me back, man, to the PS4. And you can see I was still playing PS3 games after that. Saints Row 4 I didn't like as much as 3, I gotta be honest. But I like the reboot that they did, even though the studio got shut down and nobody liked that game. Yeah, here it is, Super Stardust Ultra. This is the PS4 remaster, and this time around I said I'm getting all these trophies. There's a platinum, I gotta get it. And it really wasn't that hard, so there you go. February 2015, right there. Nice. Oh yeah, Lords of the Fallen, Order 1886. Remember this game? I liked this game, okay? I did. This looks like an easy platinum. I would just have to play through again and probably look up the locations of some of the stuff I missed. I liked this game, I admit it. And it was supposed to turn into a whole franchise, but they canned it because it got horrible reviews. Nobody liked it. All right. Starting to lose my voice here, folks. Jeez. So Mirror's Edge was among the first PS3 games to get trophy support. The reason it's higher up is because I went back to replay it and must have gotten a trophy in the process. But this should give you a good idea of when either when this came out. No, this came out earlier than that. So this was among the first games to get trophy support, but this might be the day that happened. It might have been January 23rd, 2009. That sounds about right, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Hyperdotion Noir is a cool tactical RPG that you can get on Steam. Although I don't think you can play it on deck. I'd have to try again. Revelations 2, I didn't like that much, but I have it on Steam now. Jamestown was a cool bullet hell game. I got that for free. That was fun. Oh yeah, so you can see there is a point where I obviously went back to play some PS3 games and picked up some more trophies. So yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 did get a PS3 port. It got delisted, but now you can just get it as part of the collection. I don't even like this game, so again, I don't like the 3 vs. 3 format at all. So Saints Row the Third. I had this on Steam, but I got a free copy for PS3 through PlayStation Plus, and I was working on getting the Platinum, but it just got to be way too time consuming, and it was too much work. Because there's a lot of these, the collectibles, there's a bajillion collectibles, they're hard to find. So yeah, I was working really hard to get this Platinum a long time ago, but I gave up. Witcher 3 I got on PS4 the day it came out. I don't like that game, even though I ended up getting it on Steam. I ended up getting it on Xbox. I've tried to play that game multiple times. The only way I'm ever going to get through it is if I just drop to the lowest difficulty, because I just didn't like the combat. I just wasn't good at it. What can I say? Another Vita launch title that I was playing recently. So let's look at this real quick because I think what happened was I lost my save data and had to start over at some point. That's probably why I never beat it. Yeah. So how far does it think I got? Let me just scroll back up here. I thought you got trophies at the end of certain chapters. No. Okay. Yeah, this is okay. Street Fighter 3, Chrono Phantasma. So you can see I love the Blaze Blue games. I had them all. I would love to get another one. Although I'm trying to get back into Guilty Gear Strive with the new season and characters and stuff. Um, yeah, there was a PS3 port of Nights into Dreams from the Saturn. I have that on Steam now. I love that game. Now here we go. This is the Resident Evil Remake HD remaster. So remaster of a remake, but I got the platinum. Yep. Beat on hard difficulty. Finish the game in real survival mode. Finish the game in invisible enemy mode. All right. So I got bragging rights on this one. Real survival mode. You don't have any bonus weapons. It's hard difficulty to begin with, and the item boxes are not connected. So real survival mode is tough, but then invisible enemy mode, obviously, that's tough too. Although, you know, by the time you unlock this, you've probably got the game memorized. You know where the enemies are. And sometimes you can see their breath or drool when they're marching towards you. And then you can see, like, blood when you still see the blood puddles after you kill them, even though you can't see their bodies. But yeah. I did everything there was to do in this game. Finished the game using only... Yeah, I did a knife-only playthrough. I probably played on the easiest difficulty, but it still counts. Finished the game in under 3 hours. Yep, I got the infinite rocket launcher. Yeah. Love that game. Persona 4 Golden, this was like the main reason to own a Vita, although it finally got ported out to everything else, but years ago. But yeah, this was trapped on the Vita for a long time, even though it's actually an enhanced version of a PS2 game. Persona 4 Golden is still worth playing, but with the remake coming out possibly later this year, I don't see a reason to revisit this, and I did end up getting it on Steam anyways. Resogun, I fucking love this game. So this is the PS3 and Vita version, which I got for free. Couldn't get the Platinum because this one doesn't let you use custom planes, and I'm telling you, I simply could not... I could not get this achievement. I couldn't do it. I cannot beat the last boss on the highest difficulty in this version of the game. Remember Evil Within? Yeah, that kind of sucked. That was a Shinji Mikami game, Tango Gameworks. Let's see here. Oh, see, what was cool is when I bought Saints Row 4 Re-Elected or whatever, it came with this as a code, so when I decided to sell the physical copy of Saints Row 4, I still got to keep this because it was digital, so that was pretty cool. Galaxy is a neat roguelike. Ground Zeroes, yeah, Until Dawn, I played through that once. This game was awesome when it came out, but if you've watched my videos, last Halloween, I played the PS5 version, live streamed it, and it's like, ugh, the dialogue is so cringe, I can't stand it. Yes, there was a Darkstalkers remaster type deal on PS3, but now you can just get Capcom Fighting Collection 1. I got it for $15. That has all the Darkstalkers games. So we're only about halfway through the list. Man, this is a long video. I'm sorry. I'm not going to edit anything out, though. I think this is all just worth seeing. Yeah, I loved Rock Band 3. Freaking love that game. Oh, but it's here. Now here's the Uncharted remaster. Yeah, so you can see when I got that. Okay, didn't get any trophies in it yet. Yeah, and so I didn't even like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and yet apparently I rebought it on the Vita. I have a PS4 copy. I don't know what I was thinking. This is a dumb game. This is kind of a neat game. Pure Solar. This was released for What was this? What did this come out on? This was actually a Genesis game that was released, how many years later. So yeah, this is like a remaster of a Genesis homebrew type game. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, there's Uncharted, of course. Yeah, so at some point, don't know why I did this, but at some point in 2015, I went back and tried to play Unreal Tournament 3 again. I don't know why. Oh, Fat Princess Adventures. I gotta play that again. Those games were neat. I wish that they had kept that franchise going. Let's see. Yeah, Ragnarok Odyssey, blah. So I think the reason so many PS3 games are popping up again is probably because I had probably had PlayStation Now. I was probably streaming these and realizing how much streaming sucks. Yeah, Under Night In-Birth, those are really awesome fighting games. I've been meaning to revisit Trails of Cold Steel. I do have it on PS4 now. And yeah, Street Fighter Cross Tekken again, blah. Another, yeah, remaster of a crappy Sword Art Online game. Why did I buy this? No clue. Nuclear Throne, that's a fun roguelike. Yeah, there's the Gravity Rush remaster I mentioned before. Infamous First Light, I got through PlayStation Plus. That's related to Infamous Second Son. You play as the girl. Yeah, and just random Streets of Rage 2. I mean, who doesn't like this game? Yeah, I just randomly got some Streets of Rage 2 trophies back in 2016. Sure, I don't remember doing this, but I'll take it. Great game, no matter what you play it on. Yep. There it is again. Sword Art Online crappy games. The Playroom was pack-in software that required the PlayStation camera. So that was free software, yeah. Octodad, nobody suspects a thing. Oh god, this is great. I could have sworn I beat this. Yeah, I beat the game, but I didn't get a lot of the achievement. This was a weird physics game, but so much charm, let me tell you. Dead Star. Okay. All right, listen. I knew this game existed. Yeah. This was Armature. And this was former Metroid Prime developers. And this was an online-only game. You got it through PlayStation Plus, I think. Really cool kind of top-down flying space shooting game. And you'd collect stuff. And you had teams, and it was multiplayer. Whole thing got shut down, unfortunately. But yeah, this was a neat game. And of course, Valkyria Chronicles I had on PS3. Had to get the PS4 version. And then proceeded to, like, barely play it. But yeah, any version of this game you can get is worth playing, definitely. Gone Home, I love this game. I have it on Steam. Let's see. Oh yeah. So I had gotten back into Destiny when The Taken King came out, as evidenced by these trophies. So here it is. Okay. See right there. September 9th, 2014. That's when Destiny came out. That's when I got the white PS4 with Destiny. Okay, there's your confirmation right there. Got it. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, Alienation, this is a Housemarque game that's just not as good as Resogun or Super Stardust. Toe Jam and Earl. Oh yeah, more Platinums. Look, Salt and Sanctuary. This is a 2D Metroidvania Souls-like. Love this game. Definitely worth playing. They did the same thing that Dark Souls did, though. There's a hidden evil covenant. And this game had 3 endings. You had to beat this game 3 times. Yeah, Axiom Verge. I fucking love this game. Now I play it on Steam sometimes with the randomizer, but I got the Platinum on PS4. Yep, bought this game the day it came out. You had to get 100% weapons, tools, upgrades, 100% of the map. Complete the game in under 4 hours. Complete the game without dying. Oh, man, that was hard. Complete the game once in speedrun mode. Complete hard difficulty. Glitch all the enemies. Complete the game with under 40% of all items. So, yeah, this game had a lot of difficult trophies, but I got them. Fucking love this game. Yeah, I did play some Dead or Alive Extreme 3. I'm not Sorry, I'm not ashamed. It is what it is. Dengeki Bunko. Here's a fighting game you don't hear much about. This is a Sega published fighting game with some Sega and anime characters. Yeah, you had Asuna and Kirito. You had Selvaria and Alicia were hidden characters. You had two people from Virtua Fighter you could unlock. I think Pai and Akira maybe were their names. So I loved Overwatch when it first came out. I pre-ordered, got the statue, the art book. I hate this game. I hate it. 100-foot robot golf. So Diablo 3, all right. It's a mediocre game that ruined the story that they established in 1 and 2, but obviously I didn't hate it. I got the platinum. I got every character to the maximum level. This is from the Ultimate Evil collection or something, or whatever it was. I don't remember, but I played vanilla Diablo 3 on PC, suffered through the initial patches, tried to get through Inferno, which was fucking impossible. So PS4 version, definitely massive improvement over the PC version, in my opinion, at least at the time, and it included the Reaper of Souls content. And I got the Platinum Trophy, but I never want to play this game again. They ruined the story, absolutely. Like, 1 and 2 had good stories. Dragon Quest Builders, yeah, so Pokemon Pokopia is the same company, or same development team, rather, that did Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2. These games are worth playing. I love the Shantae games. I mean, who doesn't, right? Oh, Titanfall 2, man. I fucking love this game. Too bad you can't really... I don't know if you can still find a match. Last time I tried to play online, couldn't find a match, but I love Titanfall 2. Man, where's Titanfall 3? Son of a bitch, right? Where the fuck is it? Awakened Fate Ultimatum was cool. I Am Setsuna was like a Chrono Trigger spiritual successor. I didn't get very far in it, though, even though it is kind of a neat game. Grand Kingdom is neat. Yeah, here's another BlazBlue. Oh, look, Dark Souls 3 Platinum. See, I got that Platinum, too. And that also had 3 endings. Blech. I had to beat it 3 times. It's my least favorite of the trilogy, by the way. I love Dark Souls 2. Uncharted 4. Yeah, Uncharted 4, I got the collector's edition. I still have the foot-tall statue of Nathan Drake, which is great. Wow, this video is turning out to be a lot longer than I anticipated, but I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, I didn't even like Tekken 7, but it had a very easy platinum, in my opinion. And here's another platinum for Fallout 4. Next Machina. Oh, this game rocks. I have it on Steam now, though, but yeah. That game rocks. That's another Housemarque shoot 'em up. Spiritual successor to... what's it called? Mad TV, or yeah, I forget what it's called. Whatever. Resident Evil Revelations PS4 version. Yeah, I initially played this game on Wii U, but then I just had to get the PS4 remaster, whatever you want to call it. I like Star Ocean games. Yeah, so look, here's Star Souls Scholar Person. I never got the platinum because I got to a point where my soul level was so high that I couldn't find people to do bosses with, so therefore I couldn't get the sunlight medals. Right. So I discovered the Sun Bros Covenant, because of course I did. Praise the sun, motherfuckers. But I didn't get all the sorceries or all the miracles because of Covenant-related crap. So there's a miracle that I was missing because you need to get a whole bunch of sunlight medals, and I just couldn't find any. And I was trying to farm them from enemies that are supposed to drop them, and they don't fucking drop them. So, yeah. I could still potentially get that, but I'd have to probably start a new character, and who wants to do that? Yeah, here's my Resogun Platinum for the PS4 version. This was another PS4 launch title. I got it through PlayStation Plus. I got to start playing it that same day that I got the PS4. That's still one of my favorite PS4 games. Oh yeah, so now look, now we're gonna start seeing some VR games. I don't even have that VR headset anymore. It made me barf, so I had to get rid of it. And look, and here's the other Sound Shapes trophies. You get the trophy once and you can get 3 copies. It's like, all right, yeah, I kind of cheated a little bit, but whatever. They allowed it. I didn't know Super Street Fighter 4 got a... You know, I think it just shares the same trophy list as Ultra. Yeah. Okay. Arkham Knight, I love this game when it came out, but man, it's just not really a great game. You got to play on PC to get good performance and stuff. Yeah, here's the Mod Nation Racers racing game for Vita. It's like 20 FPS. It's horrible. Remember Drive Club? Yeah, so do I. The Division, blech. Little Big Planet 3. Oh, I'd love to go back and finish that. Here's another Under Night game. Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, you could tell I didn't play much of that, huh? The Fractured Butthole. The South Park games are worth playing. The Stick of Hope and Fractured Butthole. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's Butthole. I'm immature. Oh, I remember when Terra got ported. Yeah, that was a weird MMO. World of Final Fantasy. I played that a couple years ago. Yeah, didn't beat it or anything, but yeah, that's a neat like Final Fantasy Pokemon type game. Yeah, look, there's my Vita Disgaea 3. Yep. So I recently had, I think like last year, I had reacquired my Vita that I had sold to somebody. I bought it back. So I've been playing Iconoclast. That's a neat Metroidvania. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax you can buy on Steam and other platforms. There's a newer version of that. Gravity Rush 2, that's another one I should play. Yeah, Far Cry 4, I fucking love this game. Rise of the Tomb Raider. This was a timed exclusive on Xbox One, so that's where I got all the achievements. So I barely played this version of it. Yeah, here's the Dark Souls remaster. Didn't get the platinum, but that's fine. I have that on Xbox One now. Yeah, Street Fighter V initially was a PS4. Well, actually, no, it's still a PS4 and PC exclusive. It never got an Xbox or Switch release. Who knows if it ever will? I don't doubt it. I think it'll happen eventually. But I was staying with my dad in Texas when this came out, and I had it shipped to his house while I was down there. He had a PS4 that he won in like a raffle, so I was able to use that while I was staying with him. But yeah, no, Street Fighter V, man, that's a great game. Although, don't bother trying to play online. You'll just get murdered. You know, in the game, not in real life. Oh, God, no. Yeah, No Man's Sky. Ugh. That game sucks. Monster Hunter World. Blech. Detroit Become Human. Wasn't too bad. Injustice 2 was fun with the playing as the Ninja Turtles. Dragon Age Inquisition. Love that game. Alien Isolation never clicked with me, but I'll give it another shot one of these days. Oh, I know somebody who loves this game. My buddy Wheels. Go to Ask Wheels on YouTube. He's got lots of videos of this game. Yeah, this is a weird game. Loco Roco. Oh, this is another VR game. Valkyria Chronicles 4 is good. Yeah, Rock Band 4. I bought the Band in a Box bundle. I got the double bass pedals. I got the cymbal expansion. I was playing this on Expert. On what was it? What was it called? Real Drums mode or Pro Drums? Yeah, Pro Drums Expert. Man, I used to love this game. I ended up selling the kit and everything to somebody after it was under my bed for a few years. So the time passed on the Rock Band games, in my opinion. It was great to get back into it, but it's over now. Yeah. You know, Kuni 2, Muramasa Rebirth. This was a Wii game that got ported to Vita, and then they released some DLC scenario. So I still have that. I got to go back and play that again. Yeah, Destiny 2. I really enjoyed this game for a long time, but I cannot play this game anymore. I hate it. I will never go back. Oh, yeah, remember this Toe Jam and Earl game? Yeah, it was terrible, but I loved it. It had good music. So there was a period in my life. Yeah, see, look, 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. There was a point in my life where I was sleeping from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And I would get up, so I'd get up at 4 a.m. and maybe like make some coffee or something, play video games for a few hours, and then make an actual breakfast and get on with my day. But that was a special time, and I remember playing this at the crack of dawn and loving every second of it, even though it's probably a terrible game. Oh, look, Bloodborne Platinum. See, I am good at video games, I swear to God. Yeah, I got the Bloodborne Platinum, see? Yeah. April 25th, 2019. Yeah, you can see this game didn't click with me at first. This game frustrated the hell out of me when it first came out. And it took me a while to beat it, and then years later I went back to get the platinum. Yeah. And I never did the Old Hunters DLC. Maybe I should. But man, like, I want a Bloodborne remaster or a PC port or something. God damn it. Oh, MK11 sucks. Oh, Bloodstained Ritual Night, one of my favorite games of all time. Got the platinum. I also got 100% achievements on Xbox, and I have it on Steam, where I do the randomizer periodically. So, yeah, I still play FF14 sometimes. I hate Borderlands 2. I have no idea how this ended up in here. Fuck that. Dragon Quest Builders 2, love that game. Sonic Mania. This is a game that I own 3 copies of, worth every penny. I fucking love this game. I'm a huge Persona 5 fan, so I beat Persona 5 long time ago. It's like a 90-hour game. I didn't beat Royal, but I hope to remedy that someday. Yep, here's the Resident Evil 7 for PS4. Yep, it's 2017. I tried to play this in VR and I almost threw up, so no, not worth it. But never beat the game on Madhouse, and I actually ended up rebuying this on Xbox One X, and it was Play Anywhere. Although the PC, the Windows Store or Xbox app version doesn't have ray tracing and all the updates. So I never found all the coins. I never beat it on Madhouse. Didn't find the everywhere strategy. But look, I beat it in under 4 hours. I did the unboxing, but this achievement is misleading because you can't use herbs. It doesn't say that, but I'm telling you, you can't. So, yeah. Just so you know. GTI 5. Fuck that game. Call of Duty World War II. This was one of the better Call of Duty games in my opinion, although it wasn't as popular. Yeah, here's the Modern Warfare reboot, remake, whatever. I love this one. I love this one. I used to love the Call of Duty games. I don't play them anymore, though. Neo, that's a good Souls-like, of course. Neo 3 just came out. Oh, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. I bought that, played it for a little bit, but then decided I ought to go back and play the other Kingdom Hearts, so someday I'll get around to that. Just going right up the chain here, trying to get... Oh, yeah, Chasm. This is a Metroidvania, but it's also kind of a roguelike, so you have... Well, it's not a roguelike. You get a seed, is what I'm saying. It's procedurally generated. That's the word I'm looking for. And this was another one. You got to beat it without dying. You got to beat it on hard. It's ridiculous. But that's a neat game if you're into Metroidvanias. Yeah, this was a weird game that lets you make your own levels, but I think the servers have been shut down. Here's Last of Us Remastered. Here's Last of Us Part 2. And I do have the PS5 version of this. I do have Last of Us Part 1, the remake on PC. Fell Steel's Gold. Oh, Donut County. Oh, I gotta play this again. This game fucking rocks. You got this snarky raccoon. Love it. I like pinball. Look at Ultimate Marvel. Look at this shit again. Why did I have 3? I played 3 different versions of this game. I don't even like it. Wolfenstein 2, the Ratchet and Clank reboot. All right, Sekiro. Listen, I never beat the game, okay? I did all of the requirements to get the true final boss, yada yada. The asshole with 4 life bars couldn't beat it. I hate this game. I briefly played Genshin Impact, I admit it. Yeah, Samurai Showdown, that was neat. Let's see. Yeah, this is the original version of Dragon Quest XI, which I have a digital copy of. But I have Dragon Quest XI S or whatever. I have the updated version on the Xbox One because it was X enhanced and all that 4K. And it was Play Anywhere. Yep, here's Neo 2. Ghost of Tsushima I barely played, but I ended up getting the PS5 upgrade, so I'd like to play that. Yeah, so here's the thing. We already had a Mortal Kombat arcade collection, but I did get the other game that just came out, and that's obviously got more stuff on it, so... Yeah, okay. The Street Fighter 30th collection I have on Switch now. This is Doom 2016. I still have the statue that this came with, but I have this on Steam, and yeah, this is a freaking awesome game. Probably the best Doom game. One of my favorite games, period. Oh, yeah. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. FF7 Remake for PS4. Yep. Axiom Verge 2. Did not like it as much as the first one, but I still beat it. Yeah, Death Stranding ended up getting the Steam version and then ended up getting the PS5 version. Days Gone, I played a little bit of, didn't click. Horizon Zero Dawn, love that game. Neptunia versus Senran Kagura. Yes, I have a physical copy of this. Need to play it. And then you just randomly have this PS3 game way up here. It's like, okay. Yeah, Blasphemous. Infamous Second Son. Yeah, here's the PS5 version of Neo 2. I actually own 3 copies of Final Fantasy 15. I don't even like it that much. I don't know. Can't explain it. Here's Returnal. I hate that game. It's too hard for me. Yep, Spider-Man. East 8. Love that game. The PS4, Everybody's Golf game. Yeah, fucking love this game too. Definitely worth playing. I watched the ending movie. I beat it, but then there's post-game crap you can do. Yeah, now we're getting up into PS1 games that got re-released on PS5. Sonic Origins. This is an easy platinum, in case you're wondering. This collection is absolutely worth buying because you get Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles CD, and then if you buy the DLC, you get like all the Game Gear games. Yeah, this is a great collection, although there are some key differences from the original games, and I still play the originals sometimes. Oh, look, so BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. That did get trophy support. I forgot. There you go, then. Yeah, again, Resistance 3. So the 3 Resistance games... well, 3 is playable on Plus Premium, but these games never got ported out. This is the PS3 version of the Vita game. I'd rather just play the Vita version since I have it. Balan Wonderworld. This game fucking sucks. All right, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Here's a PS5 launch title. So when did I get the PS5? Let me think about this. Oh, yeah. Well, there's your answer. I got the PS5 February 2022 because I couldn't get it at launch, but this was one of the first games I played on PS5. Fucking love this game. Yep. I tried to give Overwatch another try, okay? I still hate it. That game sucks. The Quarry. Oh, that's the same company that did Until Dawn. Yeah, this was worth one playthrough, but I sold it. Here's Persona 5 Royal. Here's Last of Us Part 1. I played the trial and was like, oh, wait a minute. This isn't a remake. It's just a remaster. Terraria. I love this game. I have it on multiple platforms. Did not get the platinum. Only 0.7%. So, yeah. This is a ridiculous platinum because pets just show up randomly, if at all. 10,000 bars of metal. Collect all the armor sets I know I can do. So there's some... I was working towards this platinum a long time ago and eventually just gave up. Too much time, too much effort. Yeah, so... Obviously, there's games in here that I tried trials of. Yeah, here's the Sky 4 Complete Plus. This is the definitive version if you want to play that game. And here's the thing. I did get the PS4 version of Resident Evil 5, never beat it, because I realized, oh, this game sucks. Not as... Like, I have fond memories of playing the PS3 version with a friend, but just didn't last. Oh, yeah, so here's some more PS1 games. Yeah, Axiom Verge 2 got re-released on PS5. Shovel Knight, I mean, every version of this game is worth playing. Definitely play that. Yeah, crappy Demon Souls remake. Fuck this game. Humanity is a neat puzzle game. Here's the spiritual successor to Dead Space that nobody liked. 13 Sentinels. Oh, this is a Vanillaware game. This is a neat game. Shredder's Revenge. I've played every version of it. It's great. Play that. Sonic Superstars. Love that game. Yeah, here's the PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima. Made a little more progress there. 7 remake, FF7 remake for PS5. Yeah, all the trophies popped again. And I played Intermission once. I don't like Hollow Knight, okay? I don't. I gave it a second try. I still hate it. I like this Marvel vs. Capcom game, even though nobody else did. Unicorn Overlord, fucking amazing Vanillaware strategy game. Sackboy, I love Sackboy, but look, here's another platinum I'll never ever get because of all this multiplayer crap that you got to do. Yeah. And I never completed the Rip Snorter. Get a gold on the Knitted Knights Ultimate Trial. It's called the Rip Snorter. It's impossible. Fuck this game. Astro's Playroom. Oh yeah, that was the free game you could get for PS5. That just kind of showed off different features of the PS5. Yeah. I love Arrow the Acrobat. You can judge me all you want. There's Iconoclast again. God Wars, that's a PS Vita game. Yep. Resident Evil 0, I loved it on the GameCube. Have never been able to get back into it. Yet Resident Evil Village, I have multiple copies of that game because it's worth every penny. Here's the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. Contra Operation Galuga, love this game. Yep, this game rocks. This game's cool. So you're starting to see, you'll recognize some of these games from other videos I've done. Astrobot, one of the best fucking games ever made. Of course, I got the platinum. Love this game. Yeah, I got Sly Cooper on the Vita, so I got to play that some more. Disgaea 7, love that game. I beat it. Yep. Yeah, here's the Rocket Knight Adventures collection. Marvel Rivals, I still play that sometimes. I'm meaning to get back into it. Yeah, and here, so I told you I like Death Stranding. I didn't beat it, but here's the director's cut version where I got more trophies. FF7 Rebirth didn't beat yet. Here's another platinum, Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Now, this is kind of misleading. You got to read between the lines. You have to have a total of 24 hours of playtime on Tuesday, meaning it doesn't have to be one Tuesday. It can be across multiple Tuesdays. So you can just leave it running for a few hours every Tuesday, and eventually it'll pop. I love Tetris Effect. Yeah, Twisted Metal Black, that game sucks. Star Wars Outlaws is a good game. I like all the Little Nightmares games, as you can tell. Silent Hill sucks. I hate Silent Hill games. I hate them. Remember, I streamed this last year and complained about it. Songs of Conquest, you should get this on any platform. It's a nice throwback to Heroes of Might and Magic. You know, kind of a spiritual successor type deal. You should get that. The Rido remaster is good. Yeah, this is the newest Everybody's Golf game. And look, here's another platinum for the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection. I absolutely cheated. I used save states. I used rewind. I'm not sorry. Lego Horizon Adventures rocks. This RoboCop game is actually pretty good. I finally finished God of War earlier this year and got Ragnarok on sale for $20, and it's a huge improvement over the first one. So, yeah, look, here it is. Atelier Ryza. Yep, I'm going to play that, I swear. Horizon Forbidden West, I finally went back and finished the DLC. Yep, Tetris Effect Connected right here. Love that game. Final Fantasy 16. I like this game. Judge me. Didn't beat it. But I'm going to Stellar Blade. Sonic Racing Crossworld. So just the other day, I loaded up the PS4 version of Diablo 4 because I got it through PlayStation Plus. I just wanted to see if the trophies would pop from the stuff that I did on the PC version and the Xbox versions. So it has cross-play, cross-saves, all that. And sure enough, all the not all the trophies, but a bunch of them popped. And as you can see, I was just streaming East 10 Proud Nordics for RP Gamer. I do that every Tuesday, Thursday night. And I got the new Star Ocean game on sale and Sonic Racing Crossworld. So look, wow, it took an hour and 10 minutes to get through this whole list. I'm not going to edit anything out. It's warts and all. Hopefully you'll watch some or all of this video. Hopefully you'll like it. But then yeah, here's all the stuff I got on here. So anyways, yeah, the whole purpose of the video was to talk about trophies, but I got a bunch of games installed on here right now, some of which I have not finished yet, so... And yeah, a bunch of PS4 games. So yeah, there you go. That's everything that's currently installed on here. But yeah, I really hope you get some kind of enjoyment out of this video, just talking about trophies, and I had fun doing this, so please tune in for future content, and have a good day, night, evening, whatever. Have a good life. All right. All right. See ya.